Hey guys, thank you so much for catching this episode of Unplugged. I really have to thank you for staying in the long run. I don't normally do 4-part interviews, but one, my original interview with Shaun, the audio wasn't good. This is actually our second attempt to do a podcast. And Shaun is such a delight to talk to, and he has so many stories and things to share, and so much excitement. I couldn't cut half the content that we created because Shaun's a fun guy, I love the guy, and I kind of felt to do him justice, I had to do the entire interview. So thanks for listening. I'm sure Shaun appreciates this. So enjoy part 3 of my interview with Shaun Leslie Thomas Pupo.
Dude, you hit me up. Fernando hit me up like a few days ago.
Man, you know what? I feel terrible because Fernando's called me and texted me so many times. Like, so I don't know if you know this. I have a lot of anxiety too.
Oh no, I do.
No, I love the guy. Like, it's very bizarre actually. I barely talk to my best friends. I just have weird anxiety. I don't like the phone. I get really weird with Facebook, and so he's contacting me. I mean, I was on. God, I think I was on Bronx Tale or Rock of It. I don't remember what tour I was on. But he calls me or texts me. He's like, hey, man, I think you're coming through where I am or something. Like, we'd love to get together or something like that. I was like, yeah, man, let's do it. And then he's like, when? And I just never. So anyway, I fucking love that kid. Yeah. Dude, Fernando. So actually, Fernando and I have been friends for probably about, I don't know, I would say like, close to 20 years. And Fernando, we were in this show, and it was a terrible show. I did it because my friend really wanted me to do it, and it was a show called Sideshow, and it was at. I'm not gonna say where it was, but it was a rough show. It was like, you know, it was beautiful for actors who were trying to get into theater and wanting to get theater, and honestly, that's the most beautiful thing in the world. I like community theater. I love actors doing it. Yeah. For free because they love it. It's actually, to be honest, it is. I miss that more than anything. I don't give a fuck about tours. I don't give a fuck about whatever. I really don't. That's where I felt the best. But back then, I was a little more kind of cocky, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so above this, you know, like I'm about to go on tour.
I'm equity.
And I'm about to go on fucking tour and shit.
These standards of this community theater.
Yeah, look at this. Look, what these are the costumes. But in reality,
table?
Right? it's literally, yeah. Where's my hotel room?
Has always been both worlds. Like I'm very humbled by both.
Yeah.
So, it's like I feel, maybe because like even as an Asian actor, I felt very lucky to even be participating in those types of environments because which sucks because you realize like the bare minimum is good enough for me because I know that people like me don't get as much work, you know.
Sure. Right. And then on my end, I'm like, hey, I'm a white male. I deserve better. Look how good I am. And so, but we were in this show, and I mean, looking back on it, I had a great time. It was fun, and it was a beautiful show because everyone that was there because they wanted to be there. I'm not even sure. I don't even think I even got paid, which is something that only because I had to live that I asked for. If I was doing, you know, a free show, I'd say, listen, I need money if you really want me. But at the same time, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I being in a show where everybody's there because they love it, that has been my most, recently, as soon as I got off Bronx Tale, I had the opportunity to do a couple of shows where, you know, nobody was paid. I did get paid because I had to, only because I had to. I needed to pay bills. And I remember, I'm not joking, Newsies and West Side Story, and I'm not joking, bro, that made me realize why I do theater. And what it brought me back to the love of theater. Not the tours, not off Broadway, not anything. But that's where I was like, oh shit, like this is why I do it. And so swear to God, the free shows have been my favorite ever.
You can, like, there's something charming and also something magical about a local community theater because it's I think it's the spark of theater, like it's that place. I mean, for some kids it's school, but like I think for a lot of people, it's where those humble beginnings begin, should never be. I don't know, like I come from a philosophy that like nothing is, but work should never be beneath you. I don't. No one should ever be like a garbage person is not beneath me. He just does not.
No, but we're getting paid as a garbage person.
Yeah.
That was the only where you sort of been like,
Yeah.
But what I realize is, if I was independently wealthy, I would never do a professional show again. Mm-hmm. I really wouldn't. I would. Yeah, I would continue to do community theater because that's where the love is. That's where the heart is. But when Fernando and I did that, we played this game where if we locked eyes and we went bang, we had to like figure out a way to like
work in the scene.
And so he'd like shoot me up like, oh, and I'm like, but I'd be like a reporter, I'd be like, what do you think about that, Mr. Bob? Oh, whatever his name was, because Fernando was a lead and I came in as a, everybody person ensemble doing all these things, and so I would come and do all these things, but I'd be like, bang, he'd be like, oh, Violet, I love you so much. It was really, but we got it from The Office. Did you ever watch The Office?
Oh yeah.
In improv, because I came from an improv background, and
you were improv-ish?
Yeah, so you have to say yes and improv-ish.
Yes, yeah.
And so if you were like to a person, they have to be like and they would die. But Michael Scott would always go bang.
Yeah. Michael scored.
Just kill him. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would just kill me. But so anyway, we would shoot each other on stage.
That's funny. I'm glad your love of The Office got to get spilled upon this show.
Yeah. Well, listen, I like to play, and it sucks, and you know that. And it's fun. I mean, listen, even when I was in Rock of Ages, I think one of the most beautiful memories for me was, it wasn't the pantsing of Anthony, which is beautiful. It wasn't the moment of bang and killing each other on stage or Find the Keys. I don't know if you've ever played Find the Keys.
I never played it. I've heard of it. Yeah.
Or Pass the Penny.
I know Pass the Penny. Yeah. I know.
But one of the funniest things is me and this one of the ensemble members of Rock of Ages. I was Lonnie, so I had to be out on stage a lot. I was basically the narrator of the show, so I had to be on stage a lot. I think I was on stage seriously 95% of the time, so it was a lot of work.
Shaun show.
Yeah, literally. And people didn't love the Shaun show sometimes. Some people loved it, some people hated it. But one of the funniest things is whenever one of us would go backstage, we would take a squirt bottle and we would shoot each other from backstage on stage. So I remember being like, saying one of my lines, like I was crazy the mullet. I'm like, hey, buddy, I was a bullet. And they'd be dancing. I'll be like, but people don't realize all the silly, crazy crap that goes on, even in professional shows.
You know what's funny? People always assume I'm really carefree and like I'm a jokester and like
right.
Which I am, like my friends and stuff. But like when I work, I'm actually very. You're the only person I bring up like, oh, you're very professional. Like no one's ever told me that.
Well,
like,
on stage.
No. Like when I was in theater, I was actually very studious.
You were. That's why you brought me back from You're like, hey, I'm professional. I gotta stay in line. That's right. You guys, I don't know if y'all noticed, but y'all missed half the scene. So.
But no, for Fernando hit me up, and like he, I know Fernando because we had the same choir teacher, so we're from the same hometown. We were in the same class, but I never met him until I did Grease Again in Catalina with him. And
that's right.
Yeah. And
that's right.
And then
I remember
he
being
came over your
jealous.
place. He came to your place.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you were like, hey, you know this motherfucker? And like, oh shit, Fernando. There's like two Danny's next to me. Like, what do I do? But you know what sucks about that job? That job would have been awesome for all of us if that director didn't make a move on one of the actresses and she complained which he has every right to. And yeah, shit went down. Every production of Grease I've done, shit's happened. No joke. Every time I do Grease, some fucking shit happens. I don't know what it is, but Grease is like a cursed show in my life.
Yeah, man.
Nothing happened to me, but like the cast or things around, like something goes wrong at a Grease show for some reason.
I've heard people say that, to be honest.
Really? Is there like a Grease curse?
It's like like a Scottish play curse, you know. The Scottish play.
Grease is not the word, let me tell you.
No, I'll tell you what.
But no, that Catalina job.
Wait. But go back. So real quick though, so we don't, because you and I have both done this. We're like, let's go on another journey. Fernando.
He
hit you up.
He hit me up. He just wanted a small talk, and I was like, oh, kind of out of nowhere. I love Fernando, but then because like this happens to me a lot, where someone will like, oh, how you what's going on, and then like I'm preparing for like, oh, I have an opportunity I want to talk to you about, or like I want to mentor you. Or, like,
I sell paper towels. You like them?
Yeah. You want to come see a rock concert? You know, like all that. Fucking don't trust a pretty girl who says she wants to see a rock concert. She's 100%. In a cult. Back to Fernando.
Yeah, Fernando. I love that kid. I truly do. And if he sees this, I love him so much.
He no, I was worried that he was gonna be like, you know, trying to get me to do something or trying to like, I have this business opportunity, but no, he wasn't. But he started a band, you know, and
that's cool.
It's like a Latin jazz type of band. And I told him, dude, if I know you're just starting out, but if you guys got a good set and hit me up,
yeah,
I'll find you work in some you know, because I provide work for entertainers for my
cool. You can provide work for Melissa and I.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah. If you guys have a good set, like a good hour set, I could.
Bro, you just do what I ask. I want to. I want to say no.
Find you work.
Yeah, no, we will.
Silly Jedi.
Silly Jedi. That is mind the tricks.
Jedi mind tricks.
So Italian. They don't say that shit, but that motherfucker was Italian. I'm telling you right now.
Was he Italian? I want to do an episode where I talk about how like fantasy movies are racist.
Yeah,
they are, aren't they? They're like really racist.
Everything's racist, bro. Yeah. Everything.
Like even like Harry Potter, when you look at the trolls that are Beckers, I mean, it's a little anti-Semitic. I'm just saying.
Well, look at even Neverending Story, right? Like Valcor, who is this powerful, he's white. This freaking princess who is everything with the little dot on her head. She's like the little jewel, white. Yeah. Both the heroes are white. Come on. It's all racist, dude.
And
tell me something about Lord of the Rings. Tell me what character.
They're all racist. They're all racist. They're like, oh, they're like a hobbit gets in trouble, or like, oh, elves, and you're dumb. You're like,
we don't like elves, right?
Yeah, they don't like each other. But they come
also
together.
If you took in the movie, they're all white.
That's
Everybody
true.
is
That's
white.
True. That's true.
Everyone, bro. You have a fantasy movie. A fantasy movie.
Yeah. It's fantasy. You can do whatever you want.
You can make eyeballs out of a freaking tower, and the eyeball sees everything, but you can't have not a white person.
I think we're beyond like historical accuracy in terms of like fantasy films now.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to be like, oh well, there's a black person from Africa.
Did you just say the truth and race for fantasy movies?
I mean,
fantasy.
Yeah, it's fantasy. Yeah, and
if we can't have it in fantasy, how do you expect it to be in real? Like, come on, for real.
If it's a work of fiction,
yes.
It should.
Well, first of all, if it's a work of fiction or nonfiction,
yeah.
This is what it. Look at you and me. Look at you and me. We're talking. We're having a podcast. I'm joining your podcast. I'm white and you're Asian. That is how the world, dude.
That's the world that exists. No, yeah, that's the world we live in. And it's so crazy that like it was so hard to see shows and movies reflect the world I lived in because my world was so multicultural. You know, like
right.
we watch shows like fucking like 90210 or like Dawson's Creek. Like There's so many white kids in this LA city. Like that makes no sense.
Only white kids.
Or like this
it makes no sense.
Yeah. This medical drama has a lot of white doctors. Tell me the last time you've been to a hospital that wasn't like,
Yeah, or
Southeast
Chicago.
Yeah. But what we were talking about
Fernando. We have done like everything around. So he contacted you. He wasn't looking for anything. He started a band.
We're just catching up. He started a band.
And you were saying that you could book him or whatever.
Yeah, and I'll book you and Melissa as well if you guys have a good set. Because things are just starting up again.
Have you not seen our stuff, bro?
No,
I mean, we're pretty amazing.
I haven't seen you sober, so I'm
Touche.
For you and Melissa, if you guys have a set and do like all things you're doing on Instagram, great. Because then that's reference. People can look at it and go online.
Right.
What I noticed in terms of, and we book for like brides, for social gatherings and things like that. What I've noticed now is like having everything streamlined online is much more palatable for a client to look at. Like, oh, what's his stuff? Okay, let me send you their Instagram.
Of course, yeah.
So keep it up and
well, we can put together a video and stuff too.
The best advice someone gave me, shout out to Ivan from Club Cosplay, stick to one thing and do it really good and really make a point to make that thing like personify your look, your thing. So like, okay.
We try to make our main thing is harmony.
Okay.
Because a lot of we in a way we try to make almost everything we do a Simon and Garfunkel song. Like everything we do, like to really just have as much harmony in as possible, and
Yeah.
So I'll send you something.
Yeah. So I'll put down below your. But Shaun and Melissa do these really fun acoustic. Singing and drinking.
Yeah. Well. I do singing and drinking, and she helps me. But we do actually, when it comes to Melissa, we do a lot of sober singing. I can actually. No, I'm serious. Like actually,
I believe you. But it's called.
Lately, I've been bringing Melissa on.
Yeah. It's called. Your show's
singing
called,
and drinking.
Yeah. So therefore. Yeah, but you do sing sober as well. I know you do.
Oh yeah, but mine is singing and drinking with shenanigans, and
Shaun.
That's the real shenanigans at THESHAUNANAGANS, the real shenanigans, and that's my drinking and singing thing.
That's a good. You have good vibrato in that last few.
Yeah, and Melissa joins me on singing and drinking, but she's never drunk. Just me.
She drinks. Though, right?
She does, but not when we're doing that,
But she's not a problem like you do.
No, not at all. Like I'm an alcoholic as fuck, like heroin, coke, and X,
keep it coming,
and drunk and drinking,
veins. Yeah.
Vodka, bro. Sometimes I jack the fucking scotch in my arms,
licking
bro.
fucking toads.
Oh yeah. Wait, was that a South Park episode?
Family Guy, I think.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
I love that.
But no, keep it up, man. Yeah. I mean,
thanks, man. It's fun.
Things are picking up, man. So I know I'm preparing for a busy summer. So it's people are vaccinated, people are going out again. I feel safe. I feel I can do my job responsibly without hurting other people. So I'm gonna go back to work. I'm a little scared, but I'm also excited because it's like I need to understand, like, part of me is still kind of worried about people getting sick, but at this point now everyone can be vaccinated and it's your personal responsibility.
Well, I think we're at 20% right now.
Yeah.
Americans are vaccinated, so
but we're being safe. Yeah.
Thank you again for catching the Unplugged podcast. Quick reminder for all you audio listeners: you can catch Unplugged both on Apple Podcasts, as well as Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, Pandora, and anywhere podcasts are found. But guys, thank you so much for your time. Be safe, be kind, be you, and I will see you on the next episode. Peace.